So we're going to talk about Kale from Dragon Ball Super because she has been a hot button issue lately with the tanking of a Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha in episode 100 and her gaining control of her legendary form in episode 101, which I don't think many people are complaining about, but just the fact that she's been getting so much focus in the show, people are forming their opinions about the character or, you know, sticking to their opinions about the character that they already had. And I'm going to chime in and talk about this character because I feel like the idea that a lot of people are saying, you know, it's just Broly again, like she's just a Broly copy and paste, I couldn't disagree more. And it's not just a matter of disagreeing, I think you're just flat out wrong. Broly in the original series, this is not going to be a long video by the way, because this is an ongoing character that can continue to develop, you know what I mean? So I can't go into her entire history in the show and stuff like that. This isn't going to be very long. The thing about Broly, or I should say the thing about Kale, because there's really nothing to Broly. The thing about Kale is that she has this self-loathing aspect to her character that we've been seeing kind of frequently, honestly, but we don't really pay attention to it much, and I think that's, or I've been paying attention to it to a certain extent, not as much as I should. Because when I watched episode 100, I was like, yeah, she's pretty much just Broly. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily, but she's pretty much just Broly. In that moment, I forgot about this this hatred she has for herself. You know, she's shy, she's timid, she's weak, and she wants to be there for Caulifla because she clearly, at the very least, has extremely high admiration. I'm not going to jump straight to romance. I joke about the lesbian stuff, but I'm not going to jump straight to that. But at the very least, she has very high admiration for Caulifla, and she wants to be there for her and help her out and live up to the person that Caulifla always tells her she is, you know, like, you can do this and, you know, believe in yourself and all this stuff, and when she can't do it, she gets angry at herself. And that's another thing, just as like a little tangent. Everyone bitching about the tingly back thing, I mean, I personally think the writers were inspired by, you know, real-life martial arts philosophy of, like, focusing your chi in certain parts of the body and shit like that. I think there's like a logical explanation for that. It's not literally just, oh, make a tingly feeling. Like, it's like, no. But one of the things a lot of fans keep saying is that what happened to the anger trigger? You know, why they totally ruined Goku's big moment of, you know, getting mad when Krillin died with the tingly back. Kale has not once transformed without getting angry. Anger is still a fucking trigger. It's clearly been a trigger every time Kale is transformed. The tingly back thing has not worked for her once. So for all the people who are saying that they ruined the Goku fucking Krillin death moment against Frieza or Gohan transforming against Cell, you're stupid. There's no other way to say it, you're stupid. 3 times Kale has transformed into this form, all with anger or self-hatred or jealousy or whatever, or a mixture of those emotions. With that little side tangent out of the way, getting back to Kale. Broly, I don't believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe Broly ever had self-loathing. In fact, I don't think we get much from Broly in general in terms of characterization until he transforms, in which case, you know, he just spouts cocky lines of dialogue and his power is maximum and he's the devil and all that bullshit, which is fine for a one-time movie villain. Kale being a supporting character already gives her a leg up over Broly because she does not have to carry a movie. She does not have to carry an entire arc, which Broly could definitely not do, I'll tell you that right now. You know, she just has to be there, and that she has to just be a character that has, you know, a little bit to her in terms of, you know, she's a supporting character. She doesn't have to have a ton of depth, but I think the fact that she has this self-loathing for being weak, for being timid, this hatred of herself, it's not full-on character depth, but there's more to her than Broly. I also don't really have too much issue with her transformations, just in general. Like, a lot of people have said that the motivation's usually pretty weak. I don't really think so. The first time she transforms, it's because she's at the center of an argument between Kaba and Caulifla and whether or not she can actually transform or do anything, and it's just, you know, she feels like it's her fault, and she transforms. In episode 100, I think it makes even more sense. Caulifla just got done giving her all these motivational lines of dialogue about believe in yourself and you can do it, and, you know, hey, look at me, you know, you can do this, and all of this stuff. Then when she tries to help and tries to be useful, Goku says, you're bothering us, and Caulifla almost agrees with Goku. She just, like, ignores Kale, and she gets mad at Goku, she gets mad at herself for being weak, and she transforms, and I think that works. Again, I don't think this is a super deep, complex character, but as far as a supporting character goes, in a show with this many characters, I think she gets the job done. I think there's more to her than Broly, and I think she's a better overall character than Broly. I mean, the moment in episode 101 where she just flat out screams that she hates who she is, I'm not going to act like that brought the feels. I mean, if it brought the feels for some people, that's fine or whatever. It didn't for me necessarily, but it was still just something I took note of. It wasn't a throwaway line of dialogue. It wasn't just like a, oh, you let your guard down, or a fucking, I'm going to release my full power. You throw away lines of dialogue that they just say because they want to fill up dialogue. I don't know. I feel like let your guard down is like so abused. Like not the fact that they are letting their guards down, but just the fact that people say that as a taunt is so overused. But anyway, that's not a throwaway line of dialogue. That's very potent to her character. Again, I don't really have like a way of wrapping this video up because again, there is no conclusive character arc for Kale as of yet because she's still an ongoing character that we will hopefully see more of in the future. Phone, shut up. Stop interrupting my videos. That'll never happen. But anyways, that's all I have to say about Kale. She is a pretty cool character. I don't think she's like my favorite character ever or anything, but I like the contrast between her as a shy character turning into this hulking beast. I like the contrast more than Broly because, I mean, Broly's already a really tall, buff dude. I like the idea that this frail, thin character, like almost like a Hulk, like a Bruce Banner kind of thing, turns into this big hulking monster. Not, you know, a guy who's already tall and buff, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, she's female. We don't get a lot of characters like this that are, you know, female characters that get really shredded and built. Usually, if they have physical strength to them, they still have a normal physique. You have Biscuit Kruger from Hunter x Hunter. That's the only other one I can think of. You know, it's unique aesthetically, and I think she works. Also, the Super Saiyan Berserk form. People are complaining about it being too strong, or Super Saiyan Blue is too weak. Honestly, we don't know how strong Toei or Toriyama or whoever, Toyotaro, we don't know how strong they want this form to be. It's not the legendary Super Saiyan transformation. It's Super Saiyan Berserk, and it's a new form to the continuity of the series. It doesn't have to follow what the movie did because the movie's not canon. This is canon. Or if you want to question if Dragon Ball Super is canon or not, whatever. It's not Broly. It's not the same form. They've never seen it before, so they can make it as strong as they want. If Trunks' Super Saiyan Rage can be as strong as Super Saiyan Blue, why can't her, like, what's basically fucking Super Saiyan Green, kind of, why can't that be, in the same ballpark? Plus, I'm pretty sure Goku's attack damaged her. There's that moment where she grabs Goku by the face, and then there's, like, smoke coming off of her, and she starts breathing heavy, and she throws Goku away. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's an indication that it did something to her. Piccolo then says she's losing control of her power, but I don't think she would have started smoking and panting like that and tossed Goku away. I'm pretty sure she felt the impact of the attack. But that's mostly just speculation on my part. I don't want this video to go on too much longer. I just think the form, it can be as strong as they want it to be because it's a new form, so I think we should, not complain about that too much. I don't think Kale is at all a Broly clone. I mean, obviously she's an homage to the character. They've had visual and dialogue-based references to Broly as a tribute, but she's distinctly different in her motivation, which I think is a lot better. She's distinctly different in the novelty and aesthetic of the character, and overall I just think she's just a better character, like I've been saying. So, with all that being said, what do you guys think of Kale from Dragon Ball Super? Go ahead and tell me in the comments section below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. Click that little bell to get notifications of when my videos go up. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.